All right, Bryant Cook, probably on Storm. Let's battle. Ancestral, Force, Narset. Yeah, keep. We are going to go with Island, Pass, Upkeep, Ancestral. So that we don't draw too many cards. We're not playing a Moxen deck, so we can't always play the cards after. This time we would have been able to, because we hit a Lotus. But now we get to play Lotus on our next turn, and then play Narset. And it's the anime version, so looking good for us. A problem here would be like a Duress into a PO, I guess. Let's see what our opponent does. Not countering a top, as our forces our only counter spell at the moment. Have to counter some kind of payoff card. No traps. We have no traps, and we have no missteps. So our opponent can PO here for 5. If they have Force Backup as their last 2 cards, it's pretty good. I'm going to pitch Brainstorm. I think we'll eventually get to Dig Through Time. Opponent has Force, no Force. Alright, so we get to live another day, and we get to play a Narset, most likely. Take a look. Yeah, Emerald Brainstorm. Alright, Narset's great. Absolutely great right now. And we're almost on our way to Dig as well. Fairy? Onder? Misstep. Misstep for top. Top is not the greatest with Narset. Still think we probably misstep a top. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? I think that's fine. I think we'll still misstep a top. I don't really want to give our opponent any options on how to stack their deck. And it also fuels a card for our Dig Through Time. It actually lets us dig this turn, right? It'll be 6 cards. Yeah, that's insane, actually. I definitely like taking Misstep then. That's our 5th card, and this is our 6th card. We lose our Ancestral, but that's fine. Yeah, we just crushed PO 2-0, and we beat Oath again 2-0. And now we're going to play against Storm PO, so we're looking real good. No, we've played Oath, PO. We played Sandy Dog, and we played Wolf again. Xerox? Yeah, we don't have Pyroblast, which gets a little dicey. Our opponent has conceded, which makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking like Preordained Narset here, maybe, or probably Preordained Narset or something. Get a card off Narset, play a new Narset. I don't know. We can do anything we want, really, at this point. Alright, so we have another PO matchup. We're going to bring in Veto, Trap, Ceremonious Rejection, Fragmentize. And we're going to board out all of our swords, I think. I like all of our swords boarded out. And then I like 1 island out. After that, I mean, we don't technically need to fragmentize. If we think there's a card that's fragmentized is better, then we could put fragmentize in. What do you think about that, Matt? Fragmentize, disenchants against PO. I don't hate him in our deck. I think it's completely reasonable. We don't know. We don't think our opponent's on Karn. So maybe Ceremonious Rejection is not really what we want to be doing on the draw. Maybe we'd rather be fragmentizing on the draw. I mean, it doesn't really matter. All of our cards are insane. We kind of do need a Gush to get back in the game after. I don't know if it matters. Fair, fair. I'm not sure the answer to the question either. Let's just go with this and see how it works. I don't know if this is the correct way to board against PO. We have to learn. We have to try it. Ceremonious Rejections are really for the Karn decks, but they might be good against PO as well. Tough to say. On the draw, it might just be bad. Definitely possible. Alright, so we've got a library, so if they make no plays, we can get on library, which is great. We have a force and a misstep and a rejection. I'm liking this hand. It doesn't do anything right now, but it does just the right amount of nothing. So if our opponent overloads us on turn 1 and we can't get on library and never draw anything, then yeah, that would be bad. But if our opponent goes slow, plays a preordain, puts us in pretty good shape. Alright, I'm going to misstep this. I think it's too high value not to. It does set us a turn back on librarying, but I'm not happy about that. Ooh, forces are a misstep. Yeah, sure. Looks like a fun set to draft. I'm in. God, if we force this top, we are so far off of anything and everything. I'm not gonna force this top. I won't fight over it. I'll let them do the let them do the 2-for-1. Oof. I want to see if we can't get on library next, not this turn, not this coming turn, but the next turn. Of course, our opponent chose not to shuffle and then top to go 1 deep. They had the floating mana, so no reason really not to. I'm not super thrilled with where we're at. I was hoping that we would not have to misstep a card, and oof. Alright, well, let's see if our opponent tries to kill us. If they do, we're in a world of hurt. If they don't, we're in a little bit better shape. Fortunately, I can't even play out like island there to hold up Ceremonious. Because I do need to get on this library if we want to win this game, I think. Okay, opponent draws a card with their top and plays a grid. Alright, well, if we force this, we're not beating what they're doing, and if we don't force this, then we might not be beating what they're doing, but I think we have to at this point. I think we have to let this happen and try to draw, like a real card. Maybe we'll be lucky and we'll draw that Fragmentize. If they are boarding in Defense Grid, though, I do like the idea of having Ceremonious Rejection in my deck. Of course, we drew another Force. Then, gosh. Alright, so opponent can kill us this turn, I assume. Can't do much about it. Short on PO, but a Tinker might do the job. Especially seeing as we boarded out swords. Is a Tinker. See if they're playing Bolas Citadel, I guess. That's a reason to play Disenchant over over Fragmentize for sure. And our sets are in the deck too, huh? Puts a PO in hand, has a blue mana floating. That's pretty bad for us. Free Demonic Tutor also sounds like a game. Yeah, Defense Grid's a really good draw from the opponent there, especially against a library force hand that doesn't hit any action. So if we were on the play, not that different because we don't have a library. We probably wouldn't even keep the hand out of the play. I do like the idea of having Ceremonious Rejection, though. Pyroblast, yeah. Has Karakas for Lavinia. That's good to know. Letting him play it out was definitely worth it to know this. Opal. So I assume it's PO time now. Or at least soon, I assume. Nope, just has the tendrils, right? Yeah, they demonic tutored, so they just need to get more black mana. Okay. That happens. That can definitely happen when you go on a library draw. So let's bring that that balance back in. I'm a little off this Fragmentize. I don't really think it's where we want to be. Go with this. Maybe we want to bring in Cage. It's like pretty loose though. It does stop Bolas, Citadel, and Yagwell. Not bad. I just think we have so many other good cards. I'm pretty sure these cages are supposed to be like Ravenous Traps or Rest in Pieces or something else besides Cage. I mean, we already have 3 Containment Priests, so... yeah, all of our cards are like super good, so I don't really want to cut any of them. I think we're just going to run it back. I guess we can cut this Karakas instead of the island, because our opponent's not going to play removal anyways. There were 2 Jace the Mind Sculptors in this deck. I took it from a Japanese list. I don't think Jace is good at all right now. I think Jace is garbage. Like, the format is all Narsets. If you leave one Narset hanging around, your Jace is useless. I think I would never play Jace the Mind Sculptor right now. I'm trying to play Rejection because there's a lot of Karn. And Steel Sabotage doesn't counter Karn, and I don't really want Karn to resolve. So that's the reasoning behind Rejection at the moment. Sounds good. So, I mean, I do like Steel Sabotage. I just think right now with Karn being such a big thing and Eldrazi being a reasonable portion of the leagues at the moment, I definitely think that I would like to try out Rejection. So that's why we're doing it. Alright. I could wait for the Spell Pierce to come online, but I don't really think I want to. I don't really see a good reason to. Especially when next turn I want to play a Mentor if I can. See what our opponent does. Pyroblast? No Pyroblast. Maybe they're holding up for Flusterstorm Pyroblast. Oh, they had the Karakas. Well, that's pretty good. Can't do anything about that. Hopefully we draw a land so we can play Mentor, I guess. Our Lotus. God, this is frustrating. The Karakas draw is really good, though. Really, really good against us. There's no way I misstep this probe, so probe happens. I hit the land drop. Alright, I'm jamming this Mentor. Just jamming it. This is our way to win this game. We need to put pressure on him. Our opponent has Force Flusterstorm. We lose this fight. We should beat every other combination. We should be able to beat Force Pyro. Can't beat Force Force. But I'm definitely in favor of just jamming this Mentor here pretty much every time, I think. Next turn we're hoping to get maybe, we might just hold up everything, hopefully for maybe a Moxen or a Preordain or something off the top. We can live through this turn with then being able to have Spell Pierce, Misstep, Force. Should be in good shape. We can always pitch this Lavinia as our Force too, so then we can actually hold up all three. Our opponent has a 7-card hand though, like could easily overwhelm us. This is a huge problem, really. This is probably bait, but I can't imagine not countering it. So, also get an extra monk for our next attack. So, see what opponent responds with. Force of Will, pitching Repeal. Because it is PO, even though it is a Storm variant of PO, Critical Mass is a real thing. If our opponent hits us with a Pyroblast or a Flusterstorm, they go to 6 with only a Karakas up and no blue mana. We have an attack. Yeah, I think I'm gonna count. I'm gonna at least put this on the stack. See if our opponent gets us, I guess. If it doesn't, okay, so another Force, so down to 2 cards, up to 5 cards. Yeah, do your thing. Sapphire gives us a disenchant target, which is really good. Hopefully we don't die before then, I guess. It's gonna be a Tinker for Bolas Citadel. That's insane. That's insane. Or is it gonna be a Dig Through Time? Our opponent did make a land drop, so they could brick on Bolas Citadel if they do Tinker for it. It looks like it might be Dig Through. Oh, it's Tinker. Alright. Hopefully our opponent bricks here. We do have a disenchant for this Bolas Citadel. So if our opponent bricks here, we're in really good shape. That's just what I wanted to play today, Cho. Yo, Cho, someone informed me that anime Narsets are 40 tickets. So if you want them back, 40 tickets is a lot. I want to just put that on the table as an option for you to take them back if you wanted them. All right, I appreciate that. I just felt like if I didn't at least give you the option, then I would probably not be okay with that. So, much appreciated. All right, we're looking good now. Our opponent we were lucky. Our opponent bricked on Bolas Citadel and we had a disenchant, so. Yeah, I mean, it's going really well. We've played, I mean, to be fair, we played against Oath twice, and then we played against PO, which is probably a good matchup. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna Ceremonious Rejection this. Pretty much a free roll. Get us another monk. I guess that monk is never gonna matter, so maybe that's bad. But I guess we still want to cast a Spell Pierce, so it's probably fine. It's also another thing they can pick up with PO. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright, got there. Woo! Alright. The train keeps a rolling.